Just a quick video today about square QO panel door kits. So this is a QODK602 kit. It goes on a 200 amp 60/80 circuit panel. And so I've got a panel in my garage and a panel in my house, and I wanted to have covers on them for different reasons. So I picked up a couple of these, and they're pretty expensive. So this is like 260 bucks for one of these doors, and then a panel for another 80 bucks. You get the whole panel. So super expensive for what they are. They're supposed to come with a hardware kit. Unfortunately, only one of these came with the kit for whatever reason. So you can put a lock on it if you want, or you can just leave the lock inside of the panel for the next person if they're gonna decide to use it. There's a knockout in the panel. So we'll take a look at a panel that's open and then a panel that's on the wall. So because of where my house is built, I need to put a replacement panel upstairs so it's above the floodplain. So the intent is that you do need to put the cover on the panel that it comes with so you can have access to the breaker toggles only. And then the door kit attaches to the cover. So like I said, this panel with a plug-on neutral and the 80 spots, it's only like 80 bucks more than the door. And you get way more. So that's the Canadian version has a service entrance section that's removable if you have it has a sub panel, and it just comes in a cardboard box. So yeah, we'll pop into the garage. I'll show you what the next panel looks like. And then the next scene we're going to cut to is just going to be with the door installed on this panel. And I've been installing my panels upside down. That's the way I want to do it. So this one you can see is surface mount. I saw on a sheet of plywood. The other one inside is going to be flush mount inside the wall. So I guess I'll take a look here. This is the way this looks, and now we'll come back with the door on it. Got the door kit installed. To my surprise, it's not actually the height of the panel. I was kind of hoping that it would be completely overlapping of the trim, but unfortunately not. So not a very satisfying way to spend a bunch of money, but if you need it, you need it. At least it covers all of the stickers, and it's not meant to be upside down, so it's got one sticker, square D is upside down. There's nothing at eye level when it's upside down, unfortunately. The tiny little knockouts for these screws is actually kind of tricky. What I ended up doing was taking the door cover off and actually just smacking these off from the back side with a flat screwdriver. Just used my screwdriver and a hammer here and knocked off those little pieces. I tried to use a punch and push them in, and all it's doing was bending the panel, so that wasn't going to work out. So yeah, definitely if you're going to put a door on a panel, prep it first, take the knockouts out, and then I'm not going to put the lock on here immediately, but there's a little tab here, or screw for the tab here, and then there's another knockout for the lock right there. So that's the deal. If you want to put one of these on your panel, this is sort of in a walking area. These shelving is removable, so I have my legal space, but I just didn't want to brush up against the breakers or get anything on them, because this is in a garage where I do welding and other things. I just wanted to keep the panel clean, so that's why I bought the door here. And then inside the house is just for aesthetics, so that all the breakers aren't kind of peeking out when you're having dinner. So that's the reason for the cover in there. So hopefully you found that useful. Thanks for watching.